Without going further into my topic coming up, I want to pose the question that was brought up. It wasn't highlighted. The question is, once there are things in place to assist the business owners who are seeking to capitalize on expanding their global reach, how do the government, or how do we keep those resources from that individual company connected to the community that they were serving when they initially started out? It's been my experience that once they reach a certain plateau, then they leave a void in that space because they're ready to move on. And so do you have anything in place? Like for me, being a writer, a contract writer for Art and Glass, what I did was, if we gave you an opportunity as a minority company to work with us, then we tie you contractually to that obligation for X amount of years to receive X amount of dollars. And then we graduate you. So we your ability is
Thank you for that question. The reason I gravitated, even though I am a commercial business woman and even the social entrepreneur, the reason I gravitated on Aido, I was trying to already create a foundation for such questions, because Aido can be the facilitator. There are two coordinating elements that it can or approach that it can take. It can be the facilitator to make sure that you meet the right business to B2B, to match you with that business, them as that safe net and the common ground. The second one, it can be where it, how do we say, consultants, they direct you, connect you to the right people. If they say we don't have anybody who deals with mining, however, we do know Ndlovu Jewelry who does the mining, so they can do that. The common ground is you are still within the foundation and the ring fencing of Aido. I don't know if it makes sense. I mean, when you are saying, how do we make sure that the people do not leave? The other
How do
one,
we make sure that they don't? So there's a saying in the religion that says, once God blesses us, he stands the chance of every time he blesses us with what he said, he stands the chance of losing us. We don't go to him as much. We become self-sufficient. So what happens in the business sector when these companies become self-sufficient and imagine in their minds that they no longer need an idol because they're already connected to resources that I don't introduce them to, right? Say a government official that gives them a contract. What is in place to prevent the go-around so that they only benefit and no longer the community that they eventually started out in? Is there something in place? Because every time a company becomes successful, what prevents them breaking that relationship, leaving us back where we started, starting all over again with, filling the voids in business to business ventures, if that makes sense?
okay. However, though, we can take it to be something that we can say we will take it to consideration.
Okay. So one of the things we have decided to do is to kickstart a new process of start to provide, because of the diversity in Aido, to kickstart a new process where we develop our business department in such a way that we have inputs from different people, different countries, different diaspora, and then we start to discuss the problems. We start to look at how we provide solution to some of the questions that you are asking. So some of those will be for us to start engaging with government. Some of them will be for us to start engaging with the private sector. But so this is work in progress.
And then also maybe to add, sorry, my chair. The tiers, every network, that's why it's called a network. It's not an organization. It's got tiers. It's got the novices. It's got the intermediary businesses. And it's got those top ones that they don't get involved here. However, there is that golden thread that connects everyone to make sure that the base holds.
I just wanted to touch on what she was trying to say. Everything that was spoken after is indeed accurate, but I think she specifically was trying to get if there are legal safeguards in originally funded these ideas still benefit from it. Because
business partners. But the message here
we need to round up. So, questions from the audience? Okay.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I like the fact that we are starting or sparking a discussion with regards to getting the structure as to how we would move forward with regards to investment. And I'd like to put some solutions. And obviously, they have to be deliberated first. Guyana now, as you're aware, is one of the best places for investment. But there is not a single African embassy in Guyana. So for a start, what we need to do is to channel it through CARICOM that has oversight over the Caribbean. So what we can do is to have that linkage with regards to making it easy to do business. In Guyana also, there is not a black bank. There is no black bank in Guyana. So if we have investors here in Africa that can come on board, given the investment climate now in Guyana, it's an excellent opportunity of doing. The third thing I want to suggest too is that the continent of Africa has a large amount of minerals, both diamond and gold. Is there a diamond bourse in Africa? And if it's not, then why is it not here? We got to start monetizing our mineral resources and get away from the concept of an export-oriented mentality. The minerals that we have here should be staying here, monetize it, and make money, right? Start writing treasury bills from diamonds, and start setting up a gold board, and it must be like from an African perspective. We got to get out the mindset that as soon as we mine these resources, we got to sell them to get money. We got to start taking control over resources and let the outer world come to us instead of we going to the outer world.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Following up on Chief Robinson, I think perhaps Aido needs to develop a 5-year strategic plan. This continent is too big. It's 30.2 million square miles, 55 countries. What Aido needs to do is to choose 2 or 3 countries here and in Africa and 2 and 3 countries in the Caribbean, for example, Guyana, do a mapping, and then try to have a trade delegation go, knowing, of course, that you have investors in London, Nigerians that may have lots of money. There's no bank, as was mentioned. There's a lot of land. It's oil and gas. It's minerals. So in order to set a platform while you're figuring out the structure, just choose 1 or 2 countries. Because if we try to do too much, we'll fail. And Guyana offers a good opportunity. Jamaica has another set of opportunities. And Aido could be the facilitator of a trade delegation and could make sure that they have access to the Afri-Exim banks, US 1.5 billion. So there are things that can be done, but I think it starts with a 5-year strategy, be selective, and then put a structure in place to execute the strategy.
Thank you very much. That's fantastic. Now, we have to round up. We haven't got any more time. I've been told over and over again that we just have to go now. So one of the things that we will do, taking things forward, is to engage in further discussions. So we will be setting up a committee. And I invite you, please, if you're interested, let us know. We like your input. We like your input. Please be part of us. The entire panel here, we should be discussing going forward. Some of the things we discuss, we have to be taking them forward, because Aido has become a very solid platform that is very diverse. You know, the diversity that we have in Aido is enough for us to be able to become that bridge between government and the civil society, and even within different countries, and then we can start to project this forward. Before I go, let me just say a very big thank you to you, Professor. We really appreciate your input. Asha, I want to say thank you so much, because I just told you about, just in the last 1 hour. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank you, sir, from the KTDA, for your contributions. Princess, thank you so much. By the way, the 3 of them were told just in the last 1 hour. And then, so, a round of applause to every one of them. Thank you so much, everyone. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Chief Bembo, and all the panelists. You have done well, and I'm sure we are roaring to go. Remember, I kept asking you to come into the hall so that we save on time, because I know a lot of us want to go out there in the evening, but because you did not listen to me, see me knocking my glass, you will remember that we really need to keep time. And all the time, other members, we all must come into the hall first before the royals come in, because they come in after us. So let us all the time quickly come into the hall to enable the royals to come in, because that is how protocol is to be observed, so that we do not have any delays. We are quickly going into the next session, where we will have programs and products. We are giving each person just 5 minutes to present what they have, and to allow us time for other engagements. And the following, be ready. We will have Carlton Darby. Are you here? Mr. Honorable Carlton, are you here? Are you ready for the presentation? Yes. If you are, then I'm giving you the first opportunity to come and present. Carlton has a gadget that can reverse death. Yeah, it can reverse death. And I don't want to die soon. Sorry, Queen, you're wondering what I mean. Carlton? Give him a round of applause. Bayete. Bayete. Can you turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, Bayete? Okay. He's getting his laptop. The next person after Carlton will be Queen Kimberly. Queen Kimberly, you'll be after Carlton. All right? So just keep being ready. Then the third person will be the mayor, your lordship. Your lordship, are you in the room? Oh, your lordship. Your lordship will be the third. So we will go in that sequence. Giving you 5 minutes, I'll have a microphone. When you hear me clear my voice, that will tell you your time is up, so that I don't interrupt you by speaking. If Carlton is still picking his laptop, Queen, are you ready? You can come up front to say, oh, he's ready. He's ready. Thank you. Please, let's give him a round of applause, speaking in front of people.
All protocols observed. I am super delighted to be here, and I wish but one day we're gonna. But I'm just going to talk briefly about this defibrillator, and essentially what it does, we encourage people to have it as part of their first aid requirement of a part of their first aid requirement, their first aid equipment. And it's a defibrillator. The one that I'm looking at is called Philips Art Start. Now, cardiac arrest is something that can occur anytime, anywhere, and literally to anyone, and at pretty much any time. The chances of surviving a cardiac arrest without a defibrillator is really slim. If there's a defibrillator on location, then the chances increase to about 80%. So I like to say this story about Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world. Since the rise of Mr. Bolt in Jamaica, most kids and most schools have taken an active role in athletics, i.e. running, so to speak, track and field. And what was happening in 2016, 2017, because the kids were so intense and they were training so intense as well, they were what we would call fainting on the field. They were passing out, and a lot of kids died during that period. And the government of Jamaica in the schools take the stand to get defibrillators in the schools. And that was a great assistant for track and field coaches, for first aid personnel, and school nurses. Because as I said before, if someone, and even a gathering as this, at this location, we should have at least one defibrillator here. Because as I said, cardiac arrest can happen anytime. And the only way you can survive an attack, a cardiac arrest, is with the assistance of a defibrillator. And any doctor in the room would say what we defibrillators in school programs. in Kenya. So, thank you. So I'm really imploring people, governors, people in authority to really take this with a sense of seriousness. It should be looked at with a sense of responsibility, because defibrillator really save lives. And if there are any questions, I can answer one or two questions, but that's about it. We have a video here. I guess your technical people could just show it. What we're seeing there is, it's obviously it's a dummy unit. And the defibrillator, it's pretty much plug and play. However, we encourage some form of training, because if you have some form of training, it is easier if there is a real emergency to deal with it. But it's as we say in the computer world, it's plug and play. So let me see if I can roll the video quickly. And sound. Where's it? That's how simple the process is with someone that is untrained. So what is happening there is the ladies providing CPR. The unit, there are different types of units. However, this one can actually give you commands, and it pretty much points you in the direction of what you're supposed to do. He's now saying stand back when it's going to apply a shock. And then you continue with CPR. And it's a really simple process. And as I said before, my friends, defibrillator save lives. Thank you. Bayeta.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Dr. Carl, you're one faithful person. You've used your time despite the interruptions, but you've used it very, very well. You are one very faithful person. Thank you. That means that his product is authentic. You know what somebody sells through the character they carry.
There, this mic works. Bayete, everyone.
Bayete.
All protocols in the United States of America. And I bring you greetings from our representatives.
Let's stop for a second.
Your presentation was helpful, knowing that you have the staff connect to have for persons with disability, especially, and we know that like or something, because you said it's plug and play.
As I said, it's without we provide the necessary training, we ensure that at least one person is trained to use it. Our
Thank you. Bayete, everyone. I know it's late in the evening, but we can still greet one another like it's early in the morning. Bayete, everyone. I am Kimberly Lanier. I am installed as Yehuda Wenji, which means freedom and abundance in Swahili. I am from the United Texas. Texas is as big as a few countries. So Texas is the largest state in the U.S., just to give you a little historical background. My greetings. Going through some changes pertaining to people of color. And also, Mike Knox is the council member on the local government level, and he's over my direct community. I am here to talk about Sister City programs, which is a program we talk about, but we don't see a lot of activity anymore regarding that. And I must say that Kenya has at least 25 Sister City contracts already in agreement with sister cities in the U.S., one of which is Houston, Texas, where I'm from. I looked at that agreement last night. The good thing about Aido is what they're doing here on the continent and in the Caracombs in Jamaica. We need that same action there to bring those contracts back to life. It connects us on our different levels of hierarchy, our Congress and the people on that level, and then our Congress members on the state level, like Rep. Ron Reynolds, and door, and its agreements already in place that says we can take advantage of an open window to do trades, and there are finances that and facilitate the trade agreements on both. I've been a fan of Kenya for a long time. I am not a farmer. I cut my teeth working in the homeless population. I started over 40 years ago. I know I look like I just came out of my mom's womb, but I've been doing community service work for at least 40 years, and I worked in the oil and gas community for 35 years. goal for Sisters to make sure, as a strategist, I guided people resources all over the of Exxon. So I was called a strategist. That meant that although I was not the best person in the room, I was resourceful enough to take what we. My goal with Sister Contracts is to use it to enrich our people, to bring training so that we don't have to bring expats in to do skilled labor. We bring skilled laborers here to train the community to fulfill those obligations that these powerhouse organizations and oil and gas companies are fulfilling right here on the continent. If ExxonMobil is if Chevron is here, we're creating gardens. Kenya, in my opinion and in my research, has some of the best farming techniques ever. The beautiful thing about which are formerly ran by colonizers who enslaved our people, and we're turning them into plantations, we're turning them into farming where the community can come and get free, fresh vegetables. Areas. So I'm looking to engage in the agricultural aspect. The temperature is just like, so you guys can help develop agricultural for us, and we can exchange ideas and people, because we're starting to, as a people in the diaspora, more and more we're starting to speak of things like beekeeping. Out that Kenya has some of the best coffee. Don't look like us. So I'm looking to use these sister city that I push for ourselves on the valuable resources that we
while I was chatting that no one sad as yet, and that is a good thing in Kenya. Nevertheless, in Guyana, I believe the delegation been to Guyana in 2022, where they have so many things and opportunity in Guyana. And the city of Georgetown at this point of time has a lot of opportunity in terms of finding oil recently. But let us not get away from the fact that these things has a procedure to go through. I cannot stand here and sell you a vision and tell you to just come to Guyana and invest. I believe a group need to be set up in Guyana first. Can have bilateral connection between the organization and Guyana, which the business which you intend to do can take place in Guyana or the city of Georgetown. The oil and gas sector in Guyana, it is can benefit tremendously. And why I say that, we must understand that Guyana built on slavery, and we of your forbearance, your for to utilize. I am just here as a connection, but this organization has to make that first jump so that you about I also want to make mention of soya beans is the next thing that is going to move rapidly in Guyana, which again, you can take the opportunity. Lands are there in our country. What all you need to do is to get a business registration, which you have to in the various regions which you have that land. Set up a group I believe, please forgive me, I don't know if we have a United Nations representative here, but please forgive me. That is a system being set up by the United Nations, a system which is not leading a road in a right way for a country like Kenya and Guyana and other Caribbean countries. I strongly believe that this very organization is kind of to Africa or other country in Africa, but coming to the Caribbean as well. The people need you there. And as long you're able to have that, there will be lots of opportunity in the Caribbean. So I encourage you to stay on this spot. I encourage you to come to Guyana, get that connection, and there are many individuals here from Guyana, which I know that you have that strong connection. But the connection I'm speaking of is business opportunity. How you can expand in Guyana and at large the Caribbean. I don't know if there's any question anyone wish to ask. I am ready to take any question. I thank you very much, and if you do wish to engage me at any time, please free to do so. Thank you.
Cost me to get the visa. I am coming.
That can be well taken care of. You don't have to worry about that. The team that you set up, we can look at all of those things. And this is not only to say at this point here. If you have a team in Guyana, and my elder, I have to say, Mr. Eric, he can able to be a part of that team, and we can able to have a way forward to deal with these matters.
Beautiful. That is the benefit of being part of Aido. That's the benefit of being in Aido Convention. You make networks that are able to impact your life. You choose to join it, or you remain on the side as you see us fly to Guyana. Thank you very, very much. I want to welcome Carla had talked to Ambassador, and she has a presentation. In Kenya, Carla would be a Maasai. Maasais are slender, tall, elegant, and they walk like Carla. Give her a round of applause. Come on, make her happy to come to the front. Carla, welcome.
Baete.
My name is Carla Astefan, and I am the chair of the St. Kitts Nevis National Reparations Committee and a member of the CARICOM Reparations Committee. I am not just a committee member, I am also an entrepreneur. And so it gives me great pleasure to be here this afternoon to talk with you as to what you can do. I am coming from St. Kitts and Nevis, and we are a twin island federation, 2 islands, 1 country. We have a lot to offer. Only 104 square miles, a very small island with a population of about 54,000 people, a drop in the bucket compared to Africa. Anyway, we do have a lot to offer, and I would like to say that one of those days we can be host to Aido Convention. We are a great location, small island surrounded by water. We have a 4 Seasons hotel, we have the Marriott Hotel, we have the Park Hyatt. We have a lot to offer in terms of tourism. Every year at the end of June, we have a music festival, and this year at the end of June, one of Africa's biggest musical icons will be on stage, and that's Burna Boy. Everybody heard of Burna Boy? Okay. So St. Kitts and Nevis is also part of CARICOM, of course, and we are part of the OECS. The OECS means the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. We share one currency, the Eastern Caribbean dollar, which is tagged to the US dollar at $2.70 is equal to $1 US. So you know that our dollar is very strong. So that's our money, and we have lots of investment opportunities there. I am part of the Small Business Development Unit. As I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I make pottery. If you Google the Potter's House St. Kitts, you will find my site and you will see my work. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I also worked with work from people who produce bush teas. Yes, you make the green teas here, but in the islands we love what we call bush tea. And that's coming from our ancestors as well, where we use in herbs like peppermint, where we use in moringa, lemongrass, and all of these different teas, sorrel, to make teas that will make you part of the iFlamboyant Art Consortium. And so every year we put on fashion shows and expositions where artisans like the ones we have out here put out their work. I always exhibit my work there as well. We have the Industry of Commerce, which you can reach out to. There's the Ministry of Tourism, the Tourism Authority. We have a lot of agricultural products that could be invested in. Our education similar to yours, but in addition, we have a lot of Africans who come to our island to attend school. So whether they attend a medical school, that's Windsor University, or Ross University, a veterinary school, those are options. I won't close without telling you about the Citizenship by Investment Program, because the Citizenship by Investment Program allows persons to invest either under the real estate option, and that's one of the other hats that I wear. I am a realtor, so I work with a real estate firm in St. Kitts and Nevis, and so under the real estate option, you can own a property and qualify for citizenship of St. Kitts and Nevis. That allows you to travel to 156 countries without visa access. So you will not be denied entry. You will not have to file for a visa to attend. You can also access that fund. You can also access that fund through making a contribution in one of the funds that allows you to gain citizenship, and there are many different, I'm giving away my commissions right now by saying you can just Google citizenship by investment and find all of the providers from our island and abroad who offer citizenship by investment. So that's to show you, please come to the beautiful islands of St. Kitts and Nevis. We have a lot to offer. Thank you.
I'm convinced. On my way to Guyana, my destination is St. Kitts. Count me a citizen.
Thank you very much. That was a beautiful presentation. 156 countries you said, and there's a lot of money. Did you hear about the dollars? There's a lot of dollars there. That's where I am to be. Coffee, are you ready? We had a last presentation from Kenya. Kenya must give us the full stop now, because we have heard from the diaspora. We were expected Kenyans to make a presentation. They don't seem to be ready. Because of time, I want to invite Your Highness, Papa Paul Eganda. Have you realized my voice has lowered because of respect? Come on, give him a good round of applause. It's not every day that you are able to brush shoulders with kings.
Bayete. Bayete. Emuri yakoliai. Atekere ko busi. Emuri morko busi. Eyalamanoi. We have had very good things today. I am not going to make speeches, but I would like members to know why we are called Aidoers. You've just had St. Kitts, Nevis. If you are able to go there, you don't need a visa to go to the UK, to America. It allows you 156 countries. I know a number of our students, businessmen, even when you want to do business, you will not get the visa. Some of these islands actually have got a key to all these kind of things. We have also heard from His Lordship the Mayor of Guyana, giving you offers. This is great for Aido. We have also heard from Queen Mother Kimberly Lenia. Just to emphasize, she's here to set up sister-to-sister city arrangement. For example, between Mombasa City and Atlanta, Houston, she has over 25 contracts in this. She wants to go back here, setting up exchange programs, a relationship between city authorities in Africa, in Kenya, in Uganda, and the cities that she's representing here. So we have a lot in this room that I would like our leaders, especially our kings, queens, council leaders, mayors, governors, to take advantage. All these things are in Aido. Last but not least, I would like to use this opportunity to tell you what to expect. A number of people have been asking me, what is reparations? I will not answer that question, but as I close down, I would like to use this opportunity to invite all the CARICOM delegation to come forward so that you just see their number, who they are, so that when you sleep tonight, tomorrow when you wake up and they tell you reparation, you'll be prepared to receive this news. Ladies and gentlemen, all the CARICOM delegation, Guyana, Jamaica, all the 15 states headed the Caribbean Queen, please come forward. DJ, kindly play our song. Please come forward to the stage. Akda, Princess Asha, Queen Mothers, all of you from CARICOM, just come forward. The Duke of Jamaica, please come forward. Chief Eric Philip, up on the red carpet. Papa Moromor displayed his here, so you also show us who you are. Please come on the stage. They can dance like us. Let's see if they can dance like us. For us, the queens and the kings of the Caribbean, the Duke. Let's join them. To introduce who they are. Thank you. All right, we're going now so that you see all our CARICOM brothers and sisters. You know the Jamaicans, that's where Bob Marley came from. And you know what Bob Marley means. Okay, now, introduction now, just a name, the Caribbean. And dance. Here you can. Papa Moromor, this one we can try.
Happy to be here. Yvette Herod, Queen Mother Toto Akisa.
Bayete Hilary Brown, also known as Queen Ajanota Chom II. Wonderful to be here. Thank you.
I'm known, well, we've been called today Aisha, my original name, which is a very popular Swahili name. So I'm the person from this region. It's not my first time here, but I'm happy to be back to Kenya. But the still name I have is Princess Africa, a title with a heavy weight.
Baete. Hi, my name is Joel Perry. Baete. Because I am Kelly Ford and I'm also from Accra as well.
Baete. 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 My name is Rollingston Samuel Robinson. I am from Guyana and I'm also Chief Bekin Zalo from the Zulu Kingdom.
Baete. Baete. I'm happy to be here. As they say, you're at home. Thanks to the welcome. My name is Rosalind Stewart. And as the sister says, I'm trusting to have my real name. Baete. Baete. I love it. I'll say it again. Baete. Brothers and sisters, my name is Candace Cooley Paul, and I am a member of ACDA, the youth arm, also the leader of the Topics Committee for the Sisters in Unity. And they told my ancestors when they left here, they went through the door of no return. I have returned. I am home. Thank you.
Baete. I am Tandy Seaforth, daughter of Queen Mother Akisa. I am here on the soil of Africa for the first time, and I am elated.
Baete. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear you. Baete. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Penda Guyan, but I was given the beautiful name of Toto Atian. And I hope that I will be able to wear that name to do you honor.
Baete. I want to tell a little story. Many years ago, before there was Facebook and Instagram, there was something called MSN Messenger, and I had named myself Mighty Alkebulan Queen. I'm happy to be finally on Alkebulan land, and so for the very first time being here, I am having a wonderful time. Thank you, Aido. Thank you. My name, Carla James. I got married and my name is now Carla Astafan, but I love the idea of being the mighty Alkebulan Queen. Thank you.
Before we end, I am a member of the what is the name of the organization? The Ghana Day Committee. We have a Ghana Day Committee in Guyana, and I am a member of that committee. Sister Penda, she's the head of also.
Bayete. Emuria Koliai. Atekere Kobusi. Emor Busi. Thank you. Have DJ. Last, may I have this opportunity to introduce the board of Aido Network International who have come here to make sure everything's happening. Your Royal Highness Princess Frida Lolem, Prince Bimbo Robert Flayan, Brandy Mukasa, where are you? The leadership Aido, Prince Puma Dilamini, come forward. Mam Sally Tindai, all the directors of Aido, Your Excellency Margaret Chegel, Princess Seppi, can we have all the Aido leadership here who have come? Mr. Martin Whiteman, please. These are the people who make Aido. Engineer Teddy, I don't need to say your name, you know, please. These are the people who make Aido what it is, just a quarter of the 45 directors of Aido worldwide. And of course, the engine is here. You see the car needs an engine, needs tires, needs fuel. So, it's our to say who they are and what they do briefly. I'll start from
and I'm really honored to get this title. So, and I have some people to do something, right? And they already did, the most of them, absolutely perfect. And the music, what we heard now, this Aido sound is what's coming out from my soul, from my heart, and because of that, I'm doing all that. Thank you.
I come from Uganda, Karamoja. I'm based in Germany. I am the head of Aido Germany and deputy cultural director. So wonderful in words. You're also welcome. And cakes, we are coming. See you all. Thank you.
Bayete. My name is Prince Bimbo Roberts Folayon, and I am on the board of advisors to Aido. I'm also the head of the business unit. I also hold 3 chieftaincy titles from Nigeria, Yoruba Town. I'm the head of trade, Otumba Babaloja of a particular area in Yoruba land. Also Serikin Yaki, that's King of War of Kagara Town, that's in Niger State. And then a member of the Emir's Palace in Kotangora, which is the north. So I have chieftaincy titles both in the west and in the northern part of Nigeria. Thank you.
Bayete. Bayete. Sanibonani. That's my language in South Africa, it's Zulu. When we create with Sanibonani. When you respond, you say Yebo. Thank you very much. My name is Prince Puma Dlamini. I'm from South Africa, from the Zulu Kingdom. I am the chairperson of South African chapter for Aido International. I serve a lot in every cultural activities in my country. I am an expert in those areas. with no degree, masters or anything, but when you talk about culture in Africa, I am the master. You talk about the history of Africa, I am the master. That is me. We'll talk a lot tomorrow. I was just introducing myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Imoria Kolial. Imoria Kolial. Now I'm going to teach you my one. When I say Pula, we say Haine. Pula. We are saying rain, let it rain. Rain, let it rain. Thank you so much. It is Khosatsana, which means Princess Tsepi Wabatlokwa Wahamuntloung in Southern Africa, who is also the executive chairperson or founding chairperson of Aido South Africa, and who is now a board member and vice president of the SADC region. If you want to do business in SADC, let's talk. Thank you.
Bayete. My name is Martin Waitman. I am the Human Rights and Interfaith Advisor for Aido. Tomorrow we're going to have a Human Rights Day, and I'm looking very much forward to that. I also want to, I don't know if you've noticed, but over at that corner there is a table with booklets, Youth for Human Rights, What are Human Rights? And it's a program to educate young people about human rights. So anybody who's interested, we can provide booklets and training materials. Just come and see me. So I thank you very much, and I look forward to being here for the rest of the time.
Bayete. Bayete. Sanibonani. Sanibonani. Thank you very much. I'm Salamina Mailani. I'm the Aido SA executive member. I'm currently based in Brussels, Belgium as an agricultural attaché, but I'm still a member of the Aido SA. I'm not anyway attached to the Germany Aido chapter, so I'm still a South African Aido executive member. My role in the Aido SA chapter is to look after the charity functions and responsibilities. So I had a lot of you talking about charity functions and responsibilities. We have a lot to talk about. Ngiyabonga, ngiyaleboga, thank you. Pula! Pula!
Bayete! Bayete! My name is Tendai Mashonganyeka. It's very long, so I call myself Mrs. Mesh. Yes. Yeah, I'm the Director of Health and Well-being in Aido. I'm happy to be an Aidoa. Na kitlori dumelang. Dumelang. I live in the UK, but originally from South Africa. Bayete. Bayete.
Kenya oye. Kenya oye. Bayete. Bayete. Mata. Mata papa, mata dada, mata toto, mata ngidwe, mata. My name is Engineer Teddy Lomo Karen. I am the head of Ubuntu Human Rights. Tomorrow is our day. My role here is right down to the grassroots. So we thank God that the royals, the local, the ones who are next to our people are here. We want to talk to the people directly to impact our human rights. Thank you so much. Bayete.
Bayete.
Thank you so much. Leadership. DJ. Yes. DJ, just a moment. Thank you, DJ. Before I introduce the lady on my right, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Aido Uganda Executive Director, Mr. Alan Kanyike Bwete. Are you here with us? Faith, please come forward. Agnes Namale, press, come forward. Alan, please, the team of Aido Uganda, the leadership. Where is Agnes? Most of you know Faith. And Alan, where is Faith? Where is Agnes? This is Faith Kaitesi. Most of you have dealt with her in one way or the other. That is Faith Kaitesi. This is Alan Kanyike. Thank you so much, Aido Uganda, for coming. And you are welcome. Next time you'll be hosting this convention, we would want to see you exceed beyond. We are building on this. Thank you very much. You may have your seat. Brandy, where is Brandy? Okay, we have some of our leaders who are still dealing with the operational and administrative issues, but we are quite many here who have come all the way from different countries to support this event. On my side, I would like to introduce Her Royal Highness Queen Grace Eganda, who is my wife. Usually she closes the show. But before she closes the show, I would like to again sincerely take this opportunity to thank all our guests who have been here on this first day, the opening day. Your Royal Highnesses, Your Majesties, our distinguished guests from all over the world, the Caribbeans, our own, my own tribes, the Atekere people, our host. I always want to leave you for the last, but we feel safe when you are here. We are home. Thank you for welcoming us home. We feel safe. We still have a few days to go. We also welcome your invitation that you want us to proceed to Uganda after here. We welcome the idea. We thank you for the invitation. And we shall start walking. Lake Victoria is not far. We shall cross and we shall be there with you. Thank you for the gesture. The Sorority women who have come all the way, Sister Sarah Inachu, please come forward. Please come forward. Amabunere, alakara noi, koto doso dai tongo jenu tesu ikusikiroriai. Aso.
Emuria koliai. Emuria kolai. Atekerojai. Iduoduk. Iduoduk. Itesa. akol Caroline Ararakit, Auritaingo Mukongoro, at Ajamaka, Araingo, Nabuekta Mchalan, Ositalo Soroti, Ewadilo Kengere, Ositelo Ebakai East, Ealamanga Jautune, Aupa, Kedai Nyamit Papa, Papa Teker, Lai Warti Soko Pa Teker, Yalama Sonoi, Do Papa, Arama Matukotone Dukuna, Timam Soije Mombasa, Chapakton Sabonra Nyuni Yesu. It was a commercial break, but I was only trying to put some light that Mombasa is very interesting, just like the Lord Mayor put it, that when you come to Mombasa, you will learn how to smile, but you will not love to leave Mombasa. And I don't know what Papa Emormor is going to do, because it's not easy. He has to monitor the clock. Otherwise, we shall remain in Mombasa. This is a team and delegations from Soroti. We really do represent people, a few of us. Others are members of the group called Abaratakere. It was formed to save and loan. It's a small group of women of around Papa, certain members, and is registered. We do small-scale businesses to earn a living, but we share. When any member of ours gets any problem, we share the problem so that it becomes light and easy to manage. That's why we had to unite ourselves, and we are recognized. We are going back. I know we shall enjoy parish model. In Uganda, we have what our colleague said about parish model. So, as we are moving a step to Uganda, the other people say, you welcomed us, and we shall do the same. The Atakir, we know how to host and welcome visitors. When you come to Uganda, you'll never leave Uganda. You'll enjoy Uganda, and you'll enjoy Teso. I thank you for God and my country.
My name is Florence Akarot from Soroti, Serere. I'm happy to be here. I'm a member of Abarata Kere and a business lady. Thank you.
Emuria Koliai. Itiga Kojasi. Yalama Noe. Thanks so much. My name is Aguaro Helen. I am a member of Abarata Kere, and I am a secretary of Abarata Kere. You can see, for us in Teso there, we look like we are really very healthy. Like Papa Mormor is also very healthy. Thanks so much. You are most welcome to Uganda.
Emuria Koliai. Yalama Noi. Papa Mormor, Yalama So. Yalama Noi. Nyarete Singa Ajore Immaculate. My name is Ajore Immaculate, a born of Serere, but I stay in Soroti. I do my business in Soroti. I'm also a member in Abarata Kere. Thank you.
Protocol observe. Emuria Koliai. Atekere Kobusi. I'm called Alum Joyce Agwan, a treasurer for Abarata Kere. At the same time, I represent the women of City West. We are in the city Soroti. Thank you. I'm so humble to be here. Otherwise, I want to give thanks to our leader, Papa Mormor, and His Highness to be here. May the living God bless everybody who has come a long way from outside. We welcome you.
Emuria Koliai, Iteso, Ido Duke. Thank you very much, Your Highness, for giving us this opportunity. My names are Honorable
I'm from Uganda. I want to appreciate so much God for enabling us to be here today. Papa Emorimor, Ayalama Sonoi, we want to appreciate you and acknowledge you in a very special way. In the history of Teso, it is only in your reign that international networks have been manifested. In this note, therefore, I pray for God's blessings to reward you with long life and more wisdom. Your Highness, Papa Eganda and Mama Grace Eganda, Yalama Sono, we are so grateful. It is because of you that we are. You have connected us to these international queens and kings, and we are so privileged to share with you, to be with you. We do not take it for granted as the kingdom from Tesolan. We thank you. I am the one leading this great team from Teso. They have said that the Abarata Kere, it is a circle group that was initiated, the idea was initiated by His Excellency, the President of Uganda. So as we speak now, he's aware about our being here. Because through the Speaker of Parliament, he is aware. Because she sent us to be here today. I want to appreciate the ideas that were shared, especially on economic integration. Very many discussed here. And then I realized that this kind of encountering and meetings are very Africa to progress. I was very vividly alert when they're talking about economic integration and building an African base that will apprehend and lift Africa. We are so grateful and humbled. I had his discussion, but I still bring it back to Africa. You who are in the diaspora, it is your mandate to give us ideas. Then we implement. We have the raw materials, we have the minerals, but maybe you are lacking the ideas, but the ideas are vast in you. We are very willing to work. We are very willing to connect. We are very willing to be foot soldiers down there. And you shall
Nateso Soroti. Well, thank you so much. Our King to Mombasa. Take back our message to His Excellency, the President of Uganda, that with him, we support all the developments in Africa, and we are coming home. Yalama, I'll let you go as we now wind up. I would like to Chief Samson Esudu kindly come forward. It's actually and CARICOM. I take this opportunity before Papa Emormor on behalf of Aido Network International is still happening. And Chief Samson, I think